Welcome. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to maintain and create a beautiful nano reef aquarium such as this one. This is the economical reef that we run here. And stay with me till the end because I have my number one secret on how to prevent algae from growing on the glass. And this little aquarium is a prime example of that. You have to love reefing. The main purpose behind creating the economical reef was to show people that you don't have to spend thousands in order to reach success. This is a very simple system, and I'm going to go over it in detail to show you that I'm even using the majority of the equipment on this system is freshwater equipment. So I'm going to show you how we did this in detail. So why are many people going the route of smaller aquariums? Well, there's quite a few reasons. Reason number one, it consumes less space. So you can place the tank almost anywhere in the house. Number two, it's economical. And this is why this is called the economical reef. It shows you that you can be successful with something small and you don't have to go large in order to have success. Now stay with me as I go over all the equipment utilized on this system. And stay with me till the very end as I answer your number one question. What do we do to maintain this system successfully? I will share that with you near the end. This small aquarium is made by AquaL. They call it the Ultrascape 60. It comes with no overflow box. That means we will not implement a sump with this system. Just an empty glass box with simple equipment. This tank measures 24 by 12 by 14 inches or 60 by 30 by 36 centis. This equates to 17 US gallons or 60 liters. The water used for this system is RO-deized water. We cannot use tap water because of its high TDS. So with this system, we're using the Arca MyAqua 1900 with deionization. 1900 meaning 1900 liters a day, which is equivalent to 500 gallons a day. If I'm going to pitch a product, this is it. All ROs are basically the same. However, this one is superior. I will be doing a separate video on this one shortly. As you can see, TDS from the tap is 194, and from the RO system, it's 0. We pumped the RO-deized water into the tank and we let it sit there for 24 hours. This is a precaution just to make sure that there were no leaks and we wouldn't waste salted water. 24 hours later, we mixed the RO-deized water with Two Little Fishies salt. We verified the salinity level with a HANA salinity tester, coming out to 34.6. The next day, the water was crystal clear, and it was ready for the addition of live sand. The sand of choice was Two Little Fishies live sand. I've used this sand in the past with great success. Nevertheless, it is made of real calcium carbonate material found on a reef, not silica sand. The way I applied this sand is unique in nature. Most hobbyists scoop the sand from the bag and plop it into the tank. However, that method leaves a lot of sand still in the bag as waste. Doing it my way, you utilize all the sand, not leaving any behind. The way I execute this task, I thoroughly clean the bag to prevent any possible contamination to the water. Cut open a small section from the top of the bag and allow the sand to escape from the bag underwater. This allows all the sand to pour out easily with no waste. We added the live rock as well, and as you can see from this image, this is 1 hour later. The water is getting pretty clear. Let's see what it looks like in 24 hours. Amazing how clear the water column has gotten in less than 24 hours. Now it's the 90-day wait. And the reason for the 90-day wait is to allow the cycling of the system to occur. The biome cycle is very important and critical to this aquarium. We went through a 90-day cycle. This allows the biome cycle and copepods and amphipods the opportunity to populate. I feel that this is very important for waste removal. Also, there will be no lights turned on and no filtration. Let all the animals that are required populate, so that way we go through a very small window of the ugly cycle. Let's examine the nitrogen cycle. Fish respiration, waste, and decaying matter from live rock produce ammonia. Ammonia is consumed by Nitrosomonas bacteria. Nitrosomonas bacteria creates nitrite. Nitrite is consumed by Nitrobacter bacteria. Nitrobacter bacteria creates nitrate. Are there 6 ways to remove nitrate? One of the unique characteristics of live rock is the fact that it can achieve denitrification. Now, this occurs in the inner core of the live rock. Inside that core live denitrifying bacteria. This bacteria takes nitrate and converts it into nitrogen gas, which then can escape through the rock up into the water surface. This can also occur in live sand. You'll witness little bubbles finding their way up to the surface. That's the nitrogen gas leaving the tank. So you're getting denitrification. This cannot happen with dry rock, but it can happen with live rock. Another form of nitrate removal is to do water changes. That's suggested in the 20 to 30% range based on the size of your tank. And basically, it does serve more than just removing nitrates. It also does serve in replenishing trace elements that are being utilized by the corals and the animals that live inside the tank. So water changes is another way to reduce nitrates in the tank. Regular maintenance practices. Come on, all you really need to do is stay on top of your maintenance practice. Be tenacious with it. So how do you achieve that? Clean your protein skimmer on a regular basis. Change the carbon on a regular basis. If you're using phosphane, change the phosphane on a regular basis. Change the filter mat on a regular basis. Make sure the pumps are working at their optimum, because the sooner the water gets to the filtration, the sooner it can be cleaned and removed of the organics. So you want to prevent nitrate, stay on top of the filtration system. Now here's another choice, denitrifying equipment. So there are equipment in the market that can help you with reducing the nitrates in your tank. I don't think it's the best solution. I think water changes are the best solution. Good live rock is a great solution, but I don't know about that equipment. So I wouldn't be using it because you're taking one chemical for another. So in my opinion, stay away from those. So another form of removing nitrates and phosphates from the system, basically, all you really need is like algae, right? So algae as a refugium can work. There are many tanks out there that don't have refugiums. So do you need one? Not really. In order to have a successful reef aquarium? Not really. But some people do have them and it works for them. It doesn't mean that it works for everyone. The other thing is algae scrubbers. Now they have these little small ones now that can work on most systems, and you grow the algae on the scrubber and it won't grow in your tank. And it also helps remove these nutrients from the water. So that's another solution. And now for the question mark. So this one I'm leaving, like I said in the beginning, the reason why I don't grow algae on the front glass, I'm going to share with you at the end of the video. During the cycle, the flow in the system was accomplished by 2 AquaL power heads, each producing 130 gallons an hour or 500 liters an hour. Once the system completed its 90-day anniversary, we added a hang-on-the-back filter by AquaL called Versamax 1. This filter is designed for aquariums from 5 to 25 gallons or 20 to 100 liters. It produces 130 gallons an hour of flow or 500 liters an hour. This filter comes equipped with 2 compartments. Both compartments come with sponges. However, the left side, we took the sponge out and we put carbon in there. So every 30 days, the carbon is changed out from that chamber. Your number one question: how do we maintain this system? Maintenance to this system is pretty simple. Monthly water changes of 30%, the carbon is changed out once a month, and the glass is cleaned every 2 weeks from the bacteria buildup, not from algae. Now, the additives added to this system. We, once a week, add Lugol's iodine, 2 drops. We add AquaPower once a week, half the recommended dosage. And we also add, for top off, Kalkwasser, and only Kalkwasser. That is all we add to the system. It's as basic and as simple as it can get. Now, in order for an economical reef aquarium to be successful, there are some rules to follow. For example, no big fish. All fish should be nano size and a very small population of fish. Must choose early on what you really like. The aquarium requires attention almost daily. Dosing can be done manually or automated, but must be done daily. With a small system like this, salinity levels can change dramatically overnight. Why salinity swings? It really comes down to evaporation. When the water in the tank evaporates, it removes only the fresh water, leaving the salt contents behind, which in turn create soaring salinity levels. So, the number one reason why this little tank does not grow algae on the front glass is because of the abundance of the corals. Corals absorb all the nutrients in this tank. And bear in mind that for us in this system, we only feed the animals in here twice a week. That's number one. Number two, we keep the population low. However, all the corals are sucking up all the nutrients. So on occasions, we have to add a little bit of nitrate, a little bit of phosphates in order for the animals to do well because they're sucking up all the nutrients. So, number one reason for no algae on the glass, an abundance of corals in the system. They'll suck up all the nutrients. That will be your success. If you enjoyed our content, please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and hit that notification bell. It will let you know when we release a new video, and you can stay in tune with all our content. You have to love reefing.